I'm Beth and I'm with Susan Kikuchi, the choreographer for the production of The King and I. So Susan, I hear you've choreographed the production of The King and I over 20 times. How do you make it differ each time?
Well, this time it's especially different because this is the first time I've ever worked in the round, and the Royal Albert Hall is a very great venue of 5,000 people sitting in the audience, which means that you have to have the facing for all the dance steps in 360 degrees, and this is a very big challenge. And it's an exciting one, which is it's taking the story and trying to make it real in like 360 degrees. The other productions I've been on are revivals or reconstructions. It's pretty much the same choreography, but I make it different because I work with different people. And when you work with different actors or different dancers, they come with a different background, and you have to make the characters that they play honest and true for them. So it's always a challenge to try and create that kind of reality within the ballet Small House of Uncle Thomas. The original choreography was done by Jerome Robbins. He's very famous in the world of ballet and dance, musical theater. So I respect his work immensely. And it depends on what the director's vision is as to how I approach the choreography. So this one is a totally different version of The King and I, Small House of Uncle Thomas.
So, are you enjoying your experience so far?
Oh, this cast is absolutely wonderful. The dancers are extremely attentive and willing to work with me, and they seem to be a very happy group. So I am very pleased.
So, how did you get involved with The King and I?
I became part of The King and I because my mother was in the original Broadway musical, and she was asked by Jerome Robbins to be in the show. And she was working with Martha Graham, and she said, yes, I'd be honored to work with you, Mr. Robbins. I was a child then. I watched from the wings. When I was legitimate age to work on Broadway, I became Princess Ying-Yawaluk, and I grew up in the show. I was little Eva, I was little Angel George. I eventually became Eliza, dance captain, and my mother, who stopped working, she reconstructed many of the King and I choreography. She passed it on to me, and so now I do a lot of them, but not all of them.